What up, ladies and gentlemen? How you guys doing? It's your boy DJ Epps on your daily Let These Motherfuckers Know vlog going down right here. Tuesday, May 5th, the day after my wife's birthday, man. Yes. Oh, man. Gotta have a lot of energy when you're, doing your wife's birthday, man. Especially the night of. Because, yeah. Happy wife, happy life, right? There you go. So yeah, had to get to the gym this morning, had to work it out as I worked it out last night. Had a great time, man. Big shout to wifey, happy birthday. We're Taurus gangs over here. I don't know if you know about Taurus, man, but we're very humble, we're very easygoing. Some say we could be stubborn. But I think, that just comes with our boundaries and we like to, put the thought process in every situation we in. You know what I mean? But when you have two Taurus, oh boy, them bulls, sometimes it could go like this. And guess what? Guess who's the only bull sometimes that just, the bull that just sometimes back away? Guess who that one is? Yep, me. Why? Because I want peace. I want peace. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to argue. I ain't trying to stress. You know what I mean? And later on in life, she learned that from me and she applied it to herself as well. So, that's us Taurus. Yeah. We two Taurus could clash. But there is a difference between an April Taurus and a May Taurus. There is a difference, all right? Don't get it twisted. Dollar bill was popping. Lamont Sanders in the building. Will was good. Sticker, I see you. Trigger gift was popping, man. Trigger, thank you for the belated birthday. I appreciate you. It hasn't really sunk in that I turned 50 yet. Why? Maybe it's because I don't feel 50. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, what they say, age is just a number. I think that's what it is. Mr. Sanders, how you doing, family? Richard Felix just walked in the building. Yeah, man, good afternoon, family. You already know. It's afternoon here. It's probably morning in the West Coast still, right? Yeah. So, Hyman, what's poppin'? Good morning, Mr. Felix. Yeah. Oh man, Sharmel, you had a joint last night on New Music Radio last night. That was jumping, man. Nah, we appreciated that. Listen, man. And if you guys like new music, you know what I do every day at 10 o'clock and sometimes different hours. I turn on my live and do New Music Radio. But Lamont Sanders, aka Shamel Shala, yeah, you know what I mean? Had a dope joint last night. Oh man, we was having fun with it. We was having fun with it, and nobody don't know what I'm talking about. We do New Music Radio, weeknights 10 o'clock, and some other times as I mentioned. All you got to do is submit your music through djepps.com, and my team is waiting for you. So we could, get ready to have fun with your song. You know what I mean? The process is too easy, man. Just go on the website, submit, and, we're going to send you a date and a time where we're going to air your joint, make you a flyer so you can promote to your fan base. And then when that day comes, man, we having a party. We having a party, breaking new music from all different types of artists from everywhere, different genres. Last night, I could say it was really West Coastish in the party last night. It was really West Coast. When I say West Coast, there was a lot of West Coast submission. And some people was from Atlanta. Some people was from Las Vegas. Some people was from New York. But you heard the California low riding G-Funk in the music in the submissions last night. So big shout to everybody that it was a vibe last night. I can't front. I enjoyed listening to a lot of West Coast joint last night. Yeah, Yeah, it was definitely a vibe last night. There was a couple of joints on there that had me thinking I could crip walk all over my studio. No, man. Uh, yeah, so if you want to submit for New Music Radio, 10 o'clock tonight, I'll be on my live. Submit your music so we could get you on this week or next week, whatever, your slot possibly can be. And we're going to have fun, man. DJapps.com, all right? All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's a couple of things I want to talk about, man. Yesterday, you know, I kind of snapped a little bit. Did I snap or did I not snap? Or was I just being 100? I mean, I was discussing about, the situation that happened in a club recently with a DJ and an artist, and the artist happens to just disrespect the DJ and try to embarrass the DJ. Now, we talked about that. Now, when I turned off my live and I went scrolling through my timeline, I ended up seeing the artist do an apology to the DJ. Now, let me tell you something. In my mind, when I saw what happened, I said, yeah, she's going to have to issue an apology. And also in my mind, I said, I bet you that apology won't be genuine. It won't be real. It's going to be like something it was forced to do because she was getting major. A lot of people was hitting her up on social media like, yo, you know what I mean? And I saw a lot of people was talking bad about the DJ too, talking about the DJ didn't read the room and this and this and this and this and that. But let's stay on the topic. The topic is apology. When she made the apology, I saw the apology and I said to myself, that apology was whack. It was whack. She couldn't even pronounce the word that she was trying to mention. She couldn't even, I don't know. It just didn't come out authentic. It didn't come out real or genuine. And an apology when you hear one, right? So in my eyes, you know what's an apology? For that situation right there, an apology is that you should have got with that DJ and say, yo, you know what? I'm coming to your radio show. I'm gonna give you an interview. We're gonna talk. We're gonna vibe out. We're gonna apologize. We're gonna squash it. That's an apology. If that DJ is having a birthday party soon, or he has his party in Chicago, pull up to his party and host his party. You know what I mean? Without asking for a bag. That's an apology. Maybe that DJ does music. Hey man, yo, send me some beats. Let's do a joint together. Let's show these guys that Miami and Chicago could get together. That's an apology. But the way I saw that apology, Wendy, I felt the apology was fake too. I felt the apology was fake. Publicly. That's the word. She couldn't even say the word. She couldn't even say the word right. I was like, well, what are you trying to say? So, ladies and gentlemen, and you can leave it in the comment box. Do you know an apology when you hear one? Do you know an apology when you hear one? Because some people are just apologizing just to throw it out the window, or as I like to call it, brush it underneath the rug and just let it go. Nah, man. Do you know an apology when you hear one? Leave it in the comment box. Or tell me what an apology really is supposed to be or sound like. Yeah. And Wendy, you're absolutely right. Let me tell you something about that. From what she said, Wendy said, from what I seen, what she said on the mic, let me tell you something. When somebody says something to you and it comes off really disrespectful, whether there's an apology or not, there's some type of truth to what they are saying. And when I say truth, meaning they are true to their words, what are they saying to you? Like, it's like they had that in their system for a long time. And it's like they couldn't wait to try to tell you that. You know what I mean? I remember one time, somebody said something to me, and it's like it's like they've been wanting to say that to me, and I found it a little offensive, but I carried on, and I let that person go on with their life and thinking what they thought about me. But they came back around and said, "I'm sorry." Nah, you ain't sorry. You meant to say that. You know you wanted to say that, and maybe in your eyes, your views, maybe you really think that about me, but you meant that. You've been dying to say that, and you did. So go on about yourself and stay on that side of the fence. That's how I feel about situations like that. Some people, they have some things bundled up in them and they've been dying and finding the right opportunity to say it. Listen, man, be careful with those types. Be careful with those types. Yeah, be careful with those types. Big shout to Nessa in the building. Nessa was popping. Corey Baskin in the building. DJ Shy Quinton. Bros, DJs need to take control and take the artist. Not today and play a random song. I said it, yo. If I was that DJ, I would have played It's All About the Benjamin and start diddy bopping on her. On purpose. I would have made the whole crowd laugh. Instead of doing something disrespectful to a point. You know what I mean? Nah, man, it is what it is, man. The way she stood there was able to say he was short. She wasn't drunk. Yo, son. Oh, man. But enough for that, man. But just know, man, know an apology when you hear one. All right? And to me, that apology, I didn't accept it. As a DJ, I wouldn't have accepted it. It wasn't genuine. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was from the heart. It looked like she was getting bashed online like crazy, and she had to make what did she say? A publicity apology. Listen, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. You done messed up. Now nobody ain't gonna play your song. Oh man. So with that being said, life has ways of testing us. Some people don't know when they're being tested. Some people don't know when God is putting something in their face to test them to see how they're going to go about the situation. Whether it was that situation, whether it was this situation, or whether it was a situation back in the day you had. Life has a way of testing you to see how you're going to handle it. Do you know when you're being tested? Speaking for me, for some reason, I feel like I'm being tested all the time. I'm being tested with directions. I'm being tested with family members. I'm being tested with a party. You know what I mean? Request, whatever, man. Yo, you got to know when you being tested. And it could be a test that you may not like, but you got to handle it. You got to figure it out. Because this life, this test that's you being tested with, it could be a life changing, it could be a life lesson. But you got to know when life is testing you, challenging you. You know what I mean? You got to know. The last thing you want to do is keep failing the test only to have keep going through it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Corey. Absolutely. So, you, you know, and some people may take it offensively of the test and not realizing they're being tested. You know what I mean? I test my son all the time because I want him to learn. I want him to figure it out for himself. So I might just throw him a curveball to make him understand that you're going to have to figure this out by yourself. I can't always hold your hands. You know what I mean? Which he always does. He always does. And that makes me a proud dad. But, I have to, sometimes my daughter be asking me obvious questions. She's a 10-year-old. I get it. But sometimes she asks me the obvious questions. So when she hears me not say nothing and I give her this look, she knows automatically she has to figure it out herself. And she'll come back and be like, oh, listen, no matter if you're 10 years old or you're 50-year-old, you're going to get tested. And you have to understand and you have to learn life has ways of testing you. So just get ready for that and know how to handle it when it comes. You know what I mean? Man, another thing I want to talk about, and this might touch a nerve with certain individuals. All right, I don't like talking to people that listen to respond versus listen to understand. Ooh, let me say that again. I don't like talking to people who listen to respond and doesn't listen to understand. Yeah, I could be dropping some gem to you. You know what I mean? I think it happened yesterday on my live. Somebody asked me a question and they didn't understand what I was trying to say to them, because this right here is my world. This is my establishment. So the word he was using with me doesn't apply with me over here. He just wanted to listen to respond, and he was responding disrespectfully and responding to what he wants to hear. You know what I mean? Yo, Corey, you might have hit that on the money. That sounds like a marriage. Oh my God. Woo. I love my wife. She's the most beautiful creature in the world. She's amazing. She's the bomb. That's why she's my wife till this day. Jose Hosa was popping, but when me and my wife bump heads, and when I say something, she replies. She back what? Yeah, till this day, she replies to respond versus to understand. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, yo, dude, let me show you. Let me tell you how it is. This is it. And then they clap back. And I just thought it was a Taurus thing. We're both Tauruses. You know what I mean? So, she tends to respond. She tends to listen to respond versus listen to understand. I'm like, boo. Understand. Oh, man. Listen. You know what I mean? And I could be wrong sometimes. I'll admit it. I could be wrong sometimes, and I could once upon a time do the same thing. Listen to respond versus listen to understand. We're talking about that dude Pops, David. You know what I mean? And Corey said that sounds like his wife, and I believe a lot of husband has this situation with their wife where they listen to respond versus listen to understand. So, when you're having a conversation with somebody, and they talking to you about something, listen to understand versus listen to respond. When you respond and you just want to fight, you just want to argue, you just want to bring your ego and pride out and play it off either like you know it all, you're the right one, da da da. You know what I mean? But sometimes you have to listen to understand versus listen to respond. All right? If you know somebody like that, leave it in the comment. Leave it in the comment box. Do you know somebody that listens to respond versus listen to understand? PP Armstrong, booyah! Listening is key. Listening is key. Man, that dude pops. So Dre called me yesterday. I'll give you an example. Dre called me yesterday, and you know Dre from Rock the Bell Cruise, your podcast compadre. Dre called me, and we was kicking in, saying hello and everything, and then he was talking to me about a gig that he had, and he's doing the gig and this and this and this and this and this and that, and then I guess he had a request for this ultimate slow jam in this environment he's in. And, I guess he took the request as a challenge, but, always and forever, that slow jam, listen, it's always for you, that joint. Listen, if somebody would have came up to me and asked me to play this joint in the middle of a hype party, I would have to tell a person, this doesn't fit this format right now. And that person that's requesting that is not listening to understand what I'm telling him. He want to argue, oh, you're not going to play my song. You're a DJ. You're supposed to do. That's listening. That's right there. That right there, he's listening to respond. He's not listening to understanding. Imagine I'm at a turned up party and you come out of nowhere talking about, can you play It's Always and Forever? Listen, you don't know what us DJs be going through, man. I swear to God. I could write a book about this, man. Maybe I will, but yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah, big shout out to my man, Dre. I thought that was a real odd request. DJs, you ever had that request? Did you ever have a request? Who sings that song again? Always and forever. Who sings that again? Oh, every time I think of that, I think of Martin in House Party. I think it was that song when he was slow jamming with the girl, and the girl was like blowing the bubble. Oh man, don't tell me you don't remember that House Party 1 vibe with Martin. Heat Wave. There you go. Heat Wave. Oh my God. Listen, you come to me and you ask me for that song, I'm really going to look at you like, what? But then again, I'm the type to look at the BPM and say, you know what? Let me see if I could remix it. Let me see if I could I love a challenge. So I might just look at the BPM and I might think of a record that, an instrumental that might be able to go with that song, and I'll just do a blend right there in front of your face and make the whole crowd go, oh no, he did. I love that reaction. When you do a blend right in front of everybody and everybody go like, oh, and let me tell you something. A lot of DJs been doing this online, but people don't get fooled. It's a pre-recorded blend. And it may not even be their blend. It might be some other blend from somebody else. And they recording themselves and they playing it and the crowd behind them is going back. We know a pre-recorded blend. Us real DJs, we know a pre-recorded blend. When we hear one, do that shit live. Scratch the acapella and then bring the instrumental in. And then let the crowd go crazy. And that's the official content, the look, the image you need to project as a real DJ. Yeah. Torio was popping. Yeah. Yo, Nasty, I hate those type of requests too. Oh my God. Yo, poor Dre. He was hot. He was hot. And he was, you know what? He told me too, and I hope I'm not putting Dre's business out there, but He told me the establishment he was doing, the boss man came around and, he wanted to get feedback. He's like, yeah, you did a great job. But one thing I didn't, the owner or the manager said, the one thing I didn't see you do to the DJ, and said, you didn't go around the tables to see what everybody wanted to hear. Since when do we do this? Since when does the DJ has to come around the DJ booth and go to each table? I don't know if it was a restaurant or a lounge, or each table, and ask them, hey, what song do you like to hear? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Managers, owners, listen, with all due respect, us DJs ain't doing that. We don't like that. We don't do that. We never did that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never heard a DJ come out their DJ booth and go to every table to go ask a client, what would you like to hear? Oh, I would like to hear, Nas, Whose World Is This? Gotcha. I'll be right back. No. Yo, listen. Never in my life heard this, all right, man? So, hey. Yes, you're absolutely right, Corey. Part of the reason you get hired to DJ is your ability to read a room. You gotta read a room, man. If you know there's some Jamaicans over there, play a little reggae, play a little dance hall. Nigerians over there, play some Afro beats. Some Latinos, play some reggaeton. You got some girls that want to twerk, put some city girls in the building for them, man. You know there's some kids in the vicinity of a brunch daytime party. Be sure to play clean versions. Like, read the room. Read the room. Mixed by General, I was talking about a DJ friend of mine that was going through some things. Listen, if you have to tell a DJ how to do their job, that's a serious problem. That's an absolute serious problem. That's a big time problem. I ain't even DJ. I'm just a drummer that grew up in church. With that being said, I got to get up out of here. We're done, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope we had a great talk, had a great conversation. We do this 1 p.m. Eastern time. Let these motherfuckers know vlog. With your boy DJ Epps from SiriusXM. Yep. And I appreciate everybody that comes in here and just, politic and talk to me, and we have that conversation, because sometimes this is kind of therapeutic. I don't know about you, but for me it is. You know what I mean? Never in my life I thought I would be talking to my laptop and talking. But I got people in here, and I'm talking to people. Maybe one day I'll open up a Zoom chat and we'll have a conversation with, everybody. Zoom. You know what I mean? That'll be dope. Now, tonight, once again, I'll be back playing new music. New music at 10. Yes, new music radio, man. I got joints from Champy 4K. I got Why Bother. Papa Pretty got a joint tonight. Christopher got a joint tonight called Petty. We got Kim T. Young tonight. We got a lot of submissions tonight. So pull up for the party tonight at 10 o'clock, New Music Radio. And if you want to submit to be part of the party this week or next week, djepps.com is the website. Hit submit and upload your music and take care of business. And we got you. We got you, all right? This is the fastest growing DJ show on social media, the fastest growing taste-making show where you get live comments reviewing your music. Me, I don't review. I'm not going to tell you. I might tell you, your engineer done messed you up. Like, he made you sound like, you know what I mean? I might tell you that, but, I'm not a music review guy. Like, don't call me a music review. I'm here to break your music. What does breaking mean? That means, oh, man, DJ Epps was the only one that actually took my song and broke it on social media. Not just once, but for the whole entire month. That's breaking. You know what I mean? And then when people are asking you, yo, man, your song has been hitting, it's been flying. How did this happen? Oh, man, DJ Epps broke it. He was the first one to take a chance and broke my music. That's how that works. All right, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to have a good day, blessed day. And I'll see you tonight at 10 o'clock. All right, man? I love you guys. You know what's up. Team Epps all day. Lady Maury, what's popping? All right? Have a good night, everybody. Peace out. Peace, 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 peace.
I repeat with the body, baby.